Ladies and gents, welcome back. The question today is, was the Trudeau dictatorship predicted back in 2015 by Huffington Post? We have an article here. It's an archive of an article from the Huffington Post back in 2015, February of 2015. Why Canada will become a dictatorship under Trudeau, the leader that the leader of the party does what he wants, when he wants, and no one dares to question him. Would a Prime Minister Trudeau arbitrarily whip up a vote and outlaw certain moral questions? Could Prime Minister Trudeau be trusted to make decisions for the good of the country, not just for his personal self-worth? Would Trudeau call in the police to enforce his vision? Let's hope we never have the opportunity to ask these questions. Well, we're asking these questions today because, it's looking as though some of these things have actually come to fruition. It's becoming clear as the days of Trudeau's Liberals wear on if elected Prime Minister Justin Trudeau would turn Canada into a dictatorship, reads the article. The man who has admitted he admires Canada's the Freudian slip of the current day comes out. He admires China's basic dictatorship. It wasn't just a sarcastic moment. He seriously said he admires the dictatorship because they can get things done quickly. And it's becoming clear that Trudeau not only admires the dictatorship, he runs the Liberal Party like one too. How else can one explain the police-enforced acclamation of Andrew Leslie and Liberal candidate of Orleans, even with the hundreds of Liberals attending the meeting to show their support for another candidate and former Trudeau leadership rival? It was clear from the beginning that Leslie was Trudeau's hand-picked favorite and certainly wouldn't be stopped by pesky processes like democracy. Just the imagery of Trudeau's chosen candidate being selected with police intervention is scary. It shows that Trudeau doesn't admire China's dictatorship. He would practice one if he had the chance. This is just so eerily like, wow. Okay, this is, again, I'm repeating. This is from back in 2015 on the Huffington Post, which is normally a left-leaning publication, as we've seen in the Times. Geez. The result is that the Liberal MPs who dare question his diktat of Trudeau are being punished. Those who dare disagree have already been punished, resigned, or indicated that they won't seek another term in office, at least not under the iron fist of Trudeau. Or we can look at the expulsion of those kinda, sorta, maybe Senate Liberals who are unilaterally expelled, but not really. But Trudeau, without the slightest consultation with the Senate Liberal leadership. Now, this post goes on to rail on Trudeau. The Liberal Party under Justin Trudeau has become a dictatorship. The leader of that party does what he wants, when he wants. No one dares to question him. Now, we're learning in recent times that this is the case even with individuals who are seeking to have their civil liberties reinstated after a pandemic that lasted 2 years that the world shows to be recovering from. But at this point, the Trudeau government is cracking down further and further. Now, Jordan Peterson was recently interviewed, and he had this to say about Justin Trudeau.
When I watch Mr. Trudeau through the lenses that I've developed over the years, I see someone who never, ever says a true word. And so I've met lots of people like that. They're all persona, and everything they do is crafted in a sense to obtain what they think is appropriate in the situation, whatever that might be. It's all instrumentality. And so when Mr. Trudeau comes out and addresses, it's all a game, it's all an act. What I would hope I would have done differently if I was in that position is I would have said what I thought. I always think that's the way that carries the day. It doesn't mean you're right, because what the hell do you know? But at least it means you're engaging in the process that might make you right if you opened up your eyes and your ears and listened, right? And so what to do isn't, in a complex situation, in some sense, isn't as important as how you do it, right? What approach do you take when the chips are down and things are tense? The good politicians that I've met, and this is relevant to this, they listen. You know, they go out among their people, actually go out, and they listen to them. And that way they learn what to do. And that's not opinion polls. The entire parliamentary system is set up to follow the public in an intelligent way. It's not easy to figure out what people think or what they want. It isn't even easy for individuals to figure out what they themselves think or want. It's really hard. And these traditions that we've set up of representative democracy are ways of listening to the people that are measured and thoughtful and long-term, and they're being supplanted by idiot opinion polls that are run by people who have instrumental desires. They want to win the next election. And I know you have to win the damn next election, you know, but pandering to a mob who's frightened because you scared them, that doesn't constitute leadership. It's certainly not democracy. There's a reason we don't have direct democracy. There's a reason for that. It's like rule by impulse. It's not a...
So I'll put the link down in the description down below for that particular video clip. But yeah, Jordan Peterson, in my opinion, my estimate, describing Justin Trudeau essentially as a sociopath. I mean, someone who never tells the truth, always is just instrumental. Everything is a move on a chessboard. And this being declared also back in 2015 by the Huffington Post. You can't make this up, folks. Anyway, I just wanted to share that out with you guys. Anyway, as always, keep on trucking.